Yo! Welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? Folks, it's time to stop sleeping on Brant. People call him a healer, a battery, just a fancy energy regenerator. But that's selling him short. Brant isn't just support in a stylish outfit. He can explode in damage with the right build. After discussing with the chats, we found a way to push his damage higher without sacrificing the little sustain he provides. And in this video, we put that theory to the test and proved that DPS Brand isn't just viable, he's a legit powerhouse waiting to be unleashed. And so we're throwing out the outdated playbooks and proving once and for all that DPS Brand isn't just possible, it's actually optimal. This is about breaking free from the idea that healers must only heal, that supports can't shine, and that Brant's role is set in stone. If you want a main DPS who dishes out real damage while keeping your team alive, this is the build for you. Disclaimer: this build is based on pre-release information from his trial version. Final numbers may change, so take this as an experimental approach to maximizing Brant's potential as both a damage dealer and a sustain unit. So why would you even consider a DPS Brand? Let's be real, some of us are in this for the husbandos. Not everyone wants to run the latest 5-star waifu with impractical armor and physics-defying animations and jiggly wigglies. Some of us want a stoic, dependable man who not only heals our team but also our souls. A real provider. And what better way to appreciate our responsible fusion-wielding boy than by giving him the respect he deserves as a main DPS? But beyond aesthetics, there's a practical side to this. Brand's kit already lets him provide sustain while dealing damage, making him an ideal choice for players who want a compact unit that does both. Why bring a fragile glass cannon when you can have a self-healing DPS tank instead? And best of all, he can ramp up his damage without sacrificing his core sustain numbers, if built correctly. Another key reason to consider Brant as a main DPS is his ease of playstyle. Unlike hyper-complex characters that require constant cooldown management, positioning, and precise combo execution, Brant is refreshingly straightforward. He provides a seamless combat experience, perfect for those who prefer efficiency over high-maintenance rotations. Now, here's where things get spicy. What happens when we ditch the 280% energy regen meme and instead slap on a 3-cost fusion damage echo? We tested it, we ran the numbers, we even summoned the Excel gods. The verdict: Brant still slaps, but now he slaps even harder. With 104% fusion damage bonus and 259% energy regen, we landed at a respectable 4,313 total attack. Sure, we barely missed the fabled 2,600 bonus attack threshold, but in exchange, we got a liberation damage increase of up to 74,840 and a Forte circuit total damage boost to 221,895. While these numbers don't account for crit scaling or enemy resistance, the overall damage output increased significantly by at least 3% over the previous 2 energy regen 3-cost echoes, all without gutting his sustain. But what about his healing? I hear ya. Relax, his liberation still heals for 1,809 HP. His Forte circuit still heals for 4,516 HP, and his shield still absorbs 9,178 damage. In other words, nothing changed except that he hits harder. The key to making this build work is his best in slot weapon, Unflickering Valor, which maintains his energy regen while boosting his damage. Pair it with the 5-piece tie-breaking Courage set, and Brant achieves an optimal balance of sustain and raw offense. Beyond the numbers, this build offers a more aggressive alternative. By shifting Brant's role towards DPS without abandoning his support capabilities, you unlock a playstyle that rewards smart decision making. Oh, and if you're thinking of double stacking fusion damage bonus 3-cost echoes, we tested that one too. Turns out, it's not as optimal. While his liberation damage can spike to 73,107, his forte circuit damage drops by 5,000, and overall damage sources dip by 3% over the 280 energy regen build. Unless you can push energy regen past 210%, this setup probably isn't worth it. Thus, the most optimal build for DPS Brand based on testing is number 1, 3 cost fusion damage bonus plus 3 cost energy regen. This is probably the most optimal in terms of damage. Number 2, 3 cost energy regen with 280% energy regen. This is the more balanced and more consistent sustain. And finally, number 3 cost fusion damage bonus. It provides a much lower overall damage, but just slightly. Do note that these findings are based on theoretical calculations. Results may vary depending on enemy resistance, crit, or build variance, and your playstyle. And so, why does this all matter? This build changes the game for Brand players who want flexibility. No longer are you locked into the idea that Brand must exist solely to top off your HP bar while others get the glory. Brand deserves to shine too. By building Brand with just enough energy regen, which is at around 250%, you free up a crucial slot for more damage scaling, allowing him to take on a more dynamic role in your team. This also solves a major concerns many players have about DPS Brand: team compatibility. One of the biggest criticism is that he might lack synergy compared to traditional DPS characters. However, this build opens up diverse team compositions, including fusion-centric comps, hybrid support DPS roles, and sustain-heavy teams that need a reliable damage dealer who also provides healing and shielding. The flexibility here is undeniable, making Brant a strong choice for players who want self-sufficient DPS options without sacrificing utility. More importantly, this build empowers players with a new way to enjoy Brant. If you love adaptive characters who can withstand damage, support allies, and still deal strong damage, then DPS Brand is exactly what you've been looking for. And finally, this doesn't require you anymore to get to the 280% energy regen that was supposed to brick your account. So, chats, you won this one. And if you enjoyed this video, please show your support by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, maraming salamat po, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!